Welcome back to another ridiculous story about my fake grindcore band named Puss Factory that I did with a couple of friends of mine back in 2006 that got a way better response than I had ever expected. So we left off on the first part of this where we did two songs. This first one we nixed. The second one, Dead and Rotting, then wound up becoming the first official Puss Factory song. And throughout the week, we just enjoyed the accolades coming on our page, people posting all kinds of positive feedback about our silly tunes, posting their own music, their own art, and trust me, this stuff was crazy. But it was fun. It was getting some attention, and we were getting exposed to a lot of bands that were doing the same thing, but they weren't joking. They were quite serious about this genre called grindcore. And we started to feel as if it was a battle. Like we need to outdo these guys. We need to somehow be heavier or something. There were some bands that we just couldn't compete with because they were just so much heavier or just so much more out there. And maybe it's because they were serious about it. They probably put more time into it. But nonetheless, that was our mission on our next song, to try to outdo some of these bands. And so the first thing we did is we get together in my studio and we pull up our MySpace thing, and then we've got these other bands are following us and they're commenting on it. Well, this band, I don't remember what their name was, but I'll never forget the name of their song. It was called Bucket of Afterbirth. And we're just sat there laughing, you know. It was funny, like, to see other people's stuff and just go, wow, are they joking too? But I don't think they were. But anyway, so we pull up the song Bucket of Afterbirth. And it's kind of the same thing. You know, you've got the blast beats, and these are fast, mindless riffs. But the thing that grabbed our attention about the song Bucket of Afterbirth is it started out with like this blast beat or something, and then when the vocals come in, they come in by themselves, a cappella, but it's that grindcore thing. So he's by himself just going, ooh, for a long time. Like, you know, like a little bit longer than you'd expect somebody could humanly do that. Anyway, maybe just a little longer than what I just did. My lungs are only so big. So that was the first idea. What song are we going to do? Well, we're going to do one where we do that too. And we'll do it a few times in the song, but we'll do it longer. Well, how are we going to do it longer? Well, of course, I record myself doing the ooh sound and copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. We've got ourselves a hook, a refrain, chorus, I don't know what you'd call it, but that was going to be the premise of our song, and we called this song Afterbirth Hot Dish. So sort of a derivative of the other band. We were definitely borrowing from other bands, but the thing was, I realized when we did this song that we were kind of just doing a little bit of the same old. So I'll just pull it up here. Afterbirth Hot Dish, still on Spotify. In fact, we've got, it opens up with classical guitar again. We now have 5 monthly listeners on Spotify. How cool is that? Okay. You know, just this heavy thing. We do this, we say the name of the song Afterbirth Hot Dish. But, let's see. It's kind of the same thing as Dead and Rotting. The blast beats, the mindless vocals, you know, but then there it is. You know, and then back into the same thing like that we did on the previous song. And it was funny. It was, experience equal to the previous one in terms of being fun and whatever. But it was on my mind that we can't just keep doing the songs like that. It's not going to be funny by song 5, 6. I just can't get excited about, once I'm on song number 10 and making it sound like that. Unless we can come up with more clever ways of doing it. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to do. It's really just sort of a one-trick pony. But So then we took a break, a week hiatus again, came back the next week. Now, during that week, I had another music project I was working on where I was doing some music for some TV show. I never got to see the show, but I was given a list of songs that they wanted done, and they'd just be like little 10-second, 15-second things. And it was a variety, a hodgepodge of things. Like one was supposed to be like a gangster rap thing, and another was supposed to be, I'm drawing a blank on some of it. It was a long time ago. More importantly, though, one of them was supposed to be like a 1970s like variety show, game show thing. It was kind of vague, but so then I wrote this music for it. But then it turned out it was a miscommunication. What they really wanted was something in the more like the 60s or 50s. It kind of sounded dated. So I had to scrap this 70s disco funk kind of thing that I had been doing, and I'd been working on it that day. It was earlier in the day. We worked on Puss Factory at night. But I wrote this stupid music that wound up being the opening music for our next song that we called Carcass Ruckus. Here we go. Okay, see, you get the idea. Now, why did this suddenly get inserted into a Puss Factory song? It was my intention to break us away from just constant mindless blast beats and grindcore. I was a little worried that once people heard this, they'd know that we're really just kind of joking around. But I didn't care, because that's what we were doing. So we put that in there, but then I realized we have to start adding elements of other things in the music, not just grindcore. So this one added these funk or 70s kind of disco-y sounds. So in our song Carcass Ruckus, we do the blast beats, but then we started writing hooks, and here's our first hook.
Ruckus, ruckus. Ruckus, ruckus.
Gotta love the Waka Chicka.
Ruckus, ruckus.
Okay, so you get the idea. And another thing that made this song funny is this stupid mindless solo I'm doing. But then we created this illusion that we're playing for like an arena. I'm doing just these mindless little trills, speed picking, but then you hear the crowd really getting into it, right? Like it's live. We laughed pretty hard at that because it was so ridiculous to think that a band making music like this would be playing an arena show. Anyway, I hope you found this funny. I still think it's funny even after all this time. Stick around. There's still several more videos that are going to come out about this. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.